Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the battlefields of the decade, or the past 10 years. So these battlefields have been pretty good. There have been absolutely really bad, like the picture that you're seeing right now, and the picture that you're seeing right now is Battlefield Hardline. By far, this is the worst Battlefield. I feel like this game is not a Battlefield game. If it was like maybe like a Plants vs. Zombies Battlefield, or I know they have Star Wars Battlefront or whatever it's really called. I mean, I know they had kind of those, like, I don't know if it was exactly, but they were trying to get the idea of like Battlefield, and I felt like if it was a spin-off of a Battlefield, this game must have been a pretty good game, since it was not really that good and it didn't feel like a Battlefield game. There wasn't that much options. Yeah, that's why I feel like it's at the bottom. It just doesn't feel like a Battlefield games, and the graphics compared to Battlefield Hardline, and then you're gonna see Battlefield 1 is absolutely trash. Like, how did it come that way? But the next one we're gonna be talking about is So the next one that we're going to be talking about is Battlefield 4. I'm surprised I put this one here, but honestly, Battlefield 5, in my opinion, was the better game. I mean, yeah, people say it was absolute dog shit, but you know what? Whatever, dude. Whatever. So, honestly, I enjoyed the game, but it wasn't the best. I did enjoy it. I just, sometimes the game would, I don't know, I just never really had an experience there. It was just like, wow, I'm having a time of my life. I would have to be in a vehicle. I felt like, honestly, in my opinion, there was a bunch of people that would do the weirdest memes, like they would put C4s on cars and blow people up. I don't know why that happened to me so much in Battlefield 4 compared to all the other games, but you know what, it happens, and I had so much memories of those, and yeah, I don't know, it was just when I played. When I was winning, I was having fun, but when I was losing, I was really mad. That was like the first time that I felt like, whoa, this Battlefield is like kind of getting me mad when I'm losing. I mean, compared to other games, like in the Battlefield series, it's kind of like, I don't get that mad when I'm losing. I can still have a fun time, but this game didn't feel like that way. And it had a rocky start. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't deserve to be here, but I don't know. It just felt like it had to be here. Okay, so now we're going to be talking about Battlefield 5. Bunch of people hated this game. I hated it at the same time. I kind of liked it. I don't know what I liked about it. It was probably just the World War II experience. But there was a sad amount of not that much content. They didn't have, what was that mode in Battlefield 5? Conquest. That sucked. I feel like they should have had like a real map. And yeah, Conquest wasn't really there. They did have it, but it wasn't the Conquest that I really liked. I don't know. Battlefield Conquest was the best conquest of the Battlefield series. It's probably one of the best conquests. But off of that note, I don't know. I kind of liked customizing your soldier. I kind of liked the series and kind of the battle pass. And that was kind of cool. But the only thing that this thing wasn't in like second of last place were some of these maps. I mean, some of these maps were pretty good. I mean, you can't say that they're, oh my gosh, but I mean, a lot of these maps were really, really good. And I feel like the Battlefield Battle Royale thing, I feel that map was really cool. It didn't have free, like you couldn't play for free, and you couldn't also was really nobody playing that thing. And there was not they should have had 100+ players. I mean, that map was big, very big. I felt like if they had those two things, I feel like that Battlefield would have been more successful, the Battlefield Battle Royale mode. But aside from that, I feel like it was pretty good. There were some up and downs, and I really hated how they didn't have the Russians. I feel that was kind of sad. I mean, they had Stalingrad, maybe other battles, but you know what, whatever. There was a lack of content, but it's okay. There were some up and downs on that game. Now we're going to be talking about Battlefield 3. I feel like this game was a very good Battlefield. I feel like this was maybe one of the best ones, in my opinion. I really liked it. I really liked everything, but these two games blown it out the park. We're not going to talk about them right now, but yeah, let's talk about Battlefield 3 and why I liked it. I kind of liked the campaign. I kind of like the modern feel of it. I really don't like modern games. I don't know, there's something about them that I really hate. But this one was a good modern shooter. I hated when Call of Duty went into the modern and futuristic thing. I really hate those games. I really liked World at War. And it's not modern, but Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and 2. I mean, they were kind of leaning into the futuristic, but you know what, whatever. I'll give it that thing. But yeah, and I'm very excited about, I would say it's not a remaster, but it's a remake. Activision, I know what you're doing. Okay. Yep. I know what you're doing. Activision, you're trying to get the nostalgia back, and you're not saying it's Call of Duty Black Ops 1. You're saying it's Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. For all the normies there, that's basically Call of Duty Black Ops 1, but I bet there's a very much big changes, so I wouldn't call it a remake, but it's kinda, but I haven't played the full game, and I can't wait to play this full game. And yeah. So this thing was very good. I liked everything. But these next two runner-ups for the best Battlefield are 10 out of 10. This is a 9 out of 10 game, I feel, in my opinion. But for a modern shooter, this really knocked it out the park. Finally, it's Battlefield Bad Company 2. Baba boy! I feel like this Battlefield had the best story. The characters were very, 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 very likable, and they meant a lot to me. I don't know, it's probably just nostalgia, but I really liked it, honestly. I liked the nostalgia of that game. I liked how it was going. And my favorite part were those needles or the healer things that you had to, kind of was like a knife, and you had to, bah. No, Mom, I'm not committing suicide. I'm healing myself. Get a life, weirdo. So, yeah, I really like this game. And, yeah, just the campaign of that was so good. I can't explain it. I don't know why it was so good, but I really loved it. But the multiplayer, it was good. But, you know what? Could have been a little bit better. You know what? Honestly, the multiplayer is better, I would say, than Battlefield 4. But, you know what? Whatever. You have your decisions. But that campaign, ooh. It is Battlefield 1. Battlefield 1, the best Battlefield of this decade. All time 2. I will explain why. Conquest, Baba Boy. Story mission thing / campaign, Baba Boy, great. Multiplayer, great. All those guns, awesome. DLC, great. But if you had no money, it sucked. But sometimes if you bought the DLC, not everybody bought the DLC, and you would be the only person in that DLC. But that was okay. The map's 10 out of 10. customization with your guns. You can customize. It was kind of weird, different, but at the end, I loved it, and I still love it to this day. DLC, Baba Booey, great. Maybe it was free if it had been 10 out of 10, but it's 9 out of 10. But, that ping aspect for those maps, I mean, you're a AAA company, I understand, and you were kind of following the trend of the hip-hop kids, which I understand. But the only thing that I did not like about this game was absolutely nothing. It was great. Behemoth, Baba Booey, Elite Classes, let's go! I will destroy your tank, and I will set you on fire with my flamethrower from World War I. Everything was great about that game. I cannot tell you one bad thing. I mean, maybe the DLC. And sometimes there was nobody playing on that DLC map, but whatever. You were following the trend, which I understand, but it was kind of sad at some points. And you know what? This game was the best Battlefield of this decade by far. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow, and adios.